All right, guys. A great Monday morning to everybody. It's going to be like 85 degrees here in Connecticut. Unbelievable. I mean, especially when we've had weather that is just like so depressing, raining. It's been like a month behind weather-wise here, but 85 degrees today is predicted. I'll take it. Anyway, um, Monday Night Raw tonight. What do we expect? Well, I'm sure we're going to see Stephanie McMahon, who is now pretty much soloing the corporate deal now that Triple H has been involved in Evolution, the reviving of Evolution. And, we know that they're going to continue on with their feud with The Shield. Now, whether or not Dave Batista hangs around for continuing on this feud or not, or whether he goes and starts to promote his movie, remains to be seen. But there are, rumors going around that Sheamus joined Evolution, which to me, is it a good fit? I don't know. But he is a big friend of Triple H, and when you are, you get what you want. So anyway, should be an interesting Raw tonight. Now, Daniel Bryan and Kane. Um, Going back to last week, I think the WWE is just going a bit too far. What they do is, you know, they make Daniel Bryan look like such the underdog, and then he always overcomes all the odds. Well, Daniel Bryan is a great wrestler. He's probably one of the best wrestlers as far as talent they have in the ring, other than Seth Rollins of the Shield. CM Punk, I would say, would have been up there as well if he was still actively within the WWE. So we have seen Daniel Bryan overcome the odds so many times. It's time to get out of that mode. Come up with something new, come up with something fresh. Um, he finally gets the belt. He's not going to lose it to Kane, no matter how much you make us want to think that he's going to. Kane is not going to be the guy that defeats Daniel Bryan. When Daniel loses, it's going to be somewhere down the road this summer, I'm sure. I think he's going to have a little bit of a run. So anyway, Raw looks to be pretty good. I mean, just on those 2 points alone. The rest of it, I don't know. Will John Cena be there to face the Wyatts? Um, will we see more of the Wyatt, fan base come alive? If so, we'll just have to wait and see. I know they put John Cena on main event on the WWE Network last week to try to draw um, ratings for the main event and get more subscribers for the WWE Network. Now, with that being said, um, Cena is the face of the company, but right now, his fan base with the fans at live events are down. So the WWE really needs to rethink of how they want to do things. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. Now, on the heels of this past weekend, Ring of Honor, Global Wars Wrestling. I watched it yesterday. Um, it was a great pay-per-view. Well, if you want to call it a pay-per-view. But there was like 10 events, 10 matches, and every single one of them really were fun to watch. I mean, I don't know how many people are involved in watching Ring of Honor, but Roderick Strong and Cedric Alexander, excuse me, was a phenomenal match. The main event, Adam Cole and Kevin Steen, was probably the best match of the night for me. This match just like delivered totally. And if you haven't seen it, check it out because they are very deserving of getting fans of professional wrestling to watch them. And in my opinion, right now, they have such a used roster. I think they are second to the WWE. And if they only had a really major TV contract, I really think Ring of Honor could really do quite well. And hopefully, somewhere down the road, there is a huge TV deal for Ring of Honor because fans of professional wrestling don't want to miss this. So, with that being said, we move on to TNA. I think TNA is like in it's like in developing stages once again, like they were when they first were initiated into the world of professional wrestling. So Dixie has not made an attempt to keep a lot of her, superstars that she's had. Kazarian has just left. Um, there's not too many left. Kurt Angle's on the shelf with a knee injury, and rumors are saying that when he recovers, his contract's up, he'll be gone. So that leaves you with Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy. I mean, there's not too many more that are really left. You have James Storm, an original. Um, but yeah, things have changed totally. So TNA is trying to go into a new direction, which I have no problem with. But in order to go in that new direction, you still need to have, you know, talent that is well known and that can work with, the newer talent and then develop them into what you want them to be. And we've seen this with Mr. Anderson and Samuel Shaw. I mean, Mr. Anderson, not the biggest talent um, of all, but still a very prominent name in the world of professional wrestling. And then, of course, by bringing in MVP, becoming director of operations, and really helping out all the positive sides of TNA was a great thing until last Thursday when he turned on Eric Young and said, basically, I'll see you at Slammiversary, meaning that he's going to face Eric Young for the TNA World Heavyweight title. Now, for me, I think TNA made a bad move here. I think MVP being a face as director of operations was a great thing, but I'm going to wait and see what Dixie has in mind down the road because now we have Dixie as a heel, we have MVP as a heel. You put them together and they just totally run roughshod over TNA. Now, the only one that really has a positive voice for the faces on TNA has been Bully Ray. So whether or not Bully Ray is going to play a big role in this or not remains to be seen. So I'm really, I'm going to give it some time because I'm really interested to see where TNA goes with all of this. I'm not going to make that, harsh opinion about it, even though I disagree with what I saw. Um, I was reading some remarks made by Vince Russo, who really, really praised Eric Young. Basically stating that he got the title the right way, and like he said, we all know it's all scripted, but the guy hung in there. He was positive. He worked hard, and he got rewarded. And that is how it should be in the world of professional wrestling. You you just give it your all every day. You work hard. Um, you just follow what you're supposed to do. And once the fans, if they do cling to you and you get the recognition, then the promotion should reward you. And Eric Young was rewarded. And a lot of people are saying that there's no way he should be a champion because he can't draw. But something, look at the roster of TNA right now. And the bigger guys that are on the roster, which are very few, very thin, they've all already had the title. And Eric Young's been there for a very long time, and he's gone through the good times and the bad times. And he is deserving of having that title because this will probably be the only time he'll ever be a world heavyweight champion. So, you know, let's not take that away from a guy that's worked very, very hard in this profession. So, I mean, that's the way I see it. And again, being a overall pro wrestling fan, I I enjoy seeing things that you don't expect. Um, I enjoy seeing the littler guys get an opportunity to become bigger. Um, it's it just makes it more really more fun to watch. And if we always root for the guys that are always up on top, where does that leave everybody else? It leaves them in the dust. It leaves them in the shadows of the superstars. And, these guys are really probably the hardest workers night in and night out because they're working hard to get a spot, to get up there to that mid card level, to get up there to that superstar level. And, 90% of them don't ever get there, but, they at least give it their all, they give it their effort. So, with all of that being said, the WWE tonight, we got Monday Night Raw. Um, Next Saturday, we have War of the Worlds, Ring of Honor in Manhattan Ballroom in New York. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I have Saturday evening off. I work during the day. I cannot wait. Um, we have TNA Impact this coming Thursday. So, and then coming soon, Global Force Wrestling. It's the dream come true. It really is because now getting opportunities to watch so many different professional wrestling companies like I used to do in the 80s. And what more can you ask for, guys? So, on this Monday, I'm going to close. Everybody have a great day. I hope all the moms yesterday had a great Mother's Day. And hope all my friends here on YouTube are having a good day. And hopefully, I'll see some videos from some of the guys tonight. And we go from there. Peace out, everybody. This is the Iceman. We'll see you next time.